Okay, so it's around 6 o'clock, got the sunset happening behind me, and today going to be talking about the mental game now. So when you come to somewhere like this, it's a new environment, fair enough, but everyone's got their motive, so everyone's looking to get to somewhere. Now, keeping your head in line, making sure you don't get put off or really just weakened over time. It could start becoming hard, and then you really got to stay motivated in your own way. Now, this all started for me in 2008. I had a conversation with Swami. I literally asked him, like, so Swami, how did you survive at all? How does one person do this on a day-to-day basis? And he was a Swami for around 40 years, so he's covered a lot. I thought I'd ask him. He said there's one quality that you will need. If you don't have it, you won't get to the next step. And if you don't have this quality even in life as a whole, whether you get married, get a job, whatnot, there's one quality of how much you can tolerate. How much can you handle? So everyone comes from a different background here. If you think about it, 230 individuals, all different parents and culture, everything's different. They all get along in one place, under one roof. Everyone's all good with each other. When I came here, I realized this is how it actually works. So in the UK, everything I'm doing because I naturally prefer it. It's like the comfort zone. And when something's not that way, you start worrying or you start acting up a bit. And I start realizing that here. So little things, it could be from little things to the big things. Little things like I eat in a bowl. Talk about your food, touching. I'm eating in a bowl, yeah? And where you're sleeping, you've got different people, different ways of life. You've got to really just work against your natural preferences. Now the benefit is, if you become that adaptable, if you're able to tolerate, if you're actually that determined as well, you become free from the impact of others. Now in a place like this, you need that quality. If you're always getting hit by negativity, oh, this person's a bit like this, or he said this, and this didn't happen the way I liked it, you start becoming really bogged down, and you dysfunction over time. Now it could be little things from everywhere, that all adds up, and then you just don't survive. So, becoming free from the impact of others, what's the benefit of that? That's what takes you to the next step. You can start looking at the good everywhere. Literally, you'll be looking at certain individuals, you'll be looking at the lifestyles, principles, and whatever you see that matches your motive, you start getting that into your life. Otherwise, if you're not at that level, what happens? It becomes a drag. You're every day, you're having to push yourself, you're having to, you know, there's so many people that watch YouTube videos and motivational speeches and all of that, but yet when it comes to doing it, it feels hard. Now, when you're here, that concept goes out the window. The way I was taught. When you're here, your motives are aligned, what you want is aligned. You could learn a lot of things just by reading or asking a question. You could also get a lot of experiences, but that's not really what connects with you. There's something on a deeper level. It's who you're with, their motives. When you see their motives, that starts naturally coming into you. You don't have to push yourself to wake up. You don't have to push yourself to really adapt. It starts naturally happening. And you, on a day-to-day basis, you're looking to get your mind game really good. Now think about it, the concepts that I just covered, be able to adapt, be free from the impact of others, and then start raising your life in a positive direction, start pulling the good, and keep pulling the good. If I take that back to the UK, as a parent, in work, all these situations, these are all things that everyone actually needs. The people that don't have it, they end up hitting walls, they end up getting bogged down by negativity, and you start feeling smaller in the head. And once you start feeling a bit small, you just don't feel like doing much. Your life doesn't feel as charged up, and then you have to drag yourself to things, and then people try to motivate you, they can't even motivate you. All these things start happening. I'm about the natural game. I've really just come to grips with it over here. The individuals, the inspirations, it's just a way of life for them. Literally second nature, just to be pushing yourself, be waking up at the times they're waking up, and just getting on with it. And I thought I'll give this talk. It gives you insight on how things actually work here. And I had this question once upon a time: how do people survive here? What's their motive? How do you stay in good form? And all that, it starts becoming clearer as you learn from the individuals one-to-one. And over the coming weeks, should be able to cover a few more activities. I'll cover my daily routine as well. There's various things that no one from the outside gets to see, and yeah, we'll carry on covering them.